afternoon. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines.
And it seemed that not a lot went right for them. Plenty of standing around on the offensive end, and their D couldn't make up for it.
Yeah, they just looked totally lost in that game on both ends of the floor. The coach is going to have some choice words for them after that one.
And here's New York now. Well, Stan, Joe Mazzulla is a young head coach taking over on the Celtics bench in 2022.
Well, B.A., he's got a rare intensity about him. Certainly not afraid to think outside the box, and obviously the results speak for themselves.
Now here's Hauser. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. Here's Tatum. He lays it up and banks it in.
Such good play from Tatum near the hoop that time.
Out to Bridges. To the paint. Hart. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
3 points.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
So it's the Knicks now, following the three by Boston. At around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Hart from long range. And the Knicks, another three.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And stolen by Brunson. And here we go, the Knicks in transition. And Hart throws it down.
Nice pass by Bridges. Just keeping his options open out there.
Good work there as it goes.
Well, the analytics would say take either that shot or something from downtown.
And an Obi for three. Rebounded by the Celtics. They're coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, they know they should have played better in that one. Not quite sure what happened.
Yeah, look, that's not the kind of performance they would have liked. But the one good thing about this league, the next game's always right around the corner.
Now a timeout called by New York. There's nothing like the intensity of coming down to the wire when both teams are fighting for playoff position, Grant.
Well, you know, B.A., for these teams, what you did before doesn't matter. You have to give everything in this game. It's essentially a bunch of one-game seasons from here to the finish line.
New York making a switch here. To the inside. And it's Bridges with the jam.
All talent there from Bridges.
And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. Here's Tatum. It's hauled in by Robinson.
How'd that move work out? The important part is to get the ball in the basket, not to make the highlight reel. Come on.
And he gets it to go.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
The drive by Brown. And the jam by Brown.
Flashing his athleticism there. Once Brown gets solid interior positioning, he's focused on jamming it home.
Now here's Hart. Coming in off a 14-point game last time out. Anunoby can't get it to go. Here's Tatum. Pass to Keita. Back to Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. Over Bridges. And it's Tatum missing. And here comes the break. Hart, the open shot. And it's New York scoring again.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Back to White. On the wing, Hauser. There's the triple. Sinks the tray.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here.
Substitution on the court.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first. Offensive board. Left side McBride. Here's Clarkson. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
I mean, nothing you can do there. I mean, if Clarkson is going to make this, tip your cap to him.
White. 1 second left. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Celtics out in front, leading by...
The Celtics, 19. Fans, a big round of applause.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Celtics.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score. Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Jayson Tatum
Knocks it down from distance. Tatum's got 11 points.
Yeah, stretching that defense all the way to the sidelines. Tatum with a nice shot.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Knicks are able to play 5 out, and Josh Hart told me they surrounded Jalen Brunson with guys who can shoot, guys that command attention. He's able to expose that, scoring the ball and being unselfish. The court is wide open. Back to you, Ryan.
Tons of spacing. Allie, thanks for the report. It's deflected.
You know, as a shooter, you have to be aware of Derek White, one of the top defenders in the game.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break. Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, BA, and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
And Hart throws it down.
Such good vision from Brunson. He's able to spot a guy ready to attack.
Pass to Brown. Back to White. To the middle. Here's Tatum. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
It's Shamet on the wing. Here's Brunson. Good work defensively by White. And here are the Celtics. They're on a 10-2 run here. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. And now it's a 9-point Celtic lead.
Such a smooth jumper. Nikola Vucevic.
Puts up the 8-footer. That one off the back iron and out.
Both sides going at it. Classic good offense versus good defense.
Brown gets the bucket.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. All right, Shams, thanks for the report.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Outside McBride. Kicks it out to Anunoby. 6 on the shot clock. And they'll get another chance. Gets another look. Misses another. Just 1 of 4 from the floor. Boston on offense. What a stretch they've got going here. 17-2. Knicks trail by 14. Down low. Here's Vucevic. White for three. Fires in the triple. White's got 8.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Now a timeout called by New York. This is their first chance this season playing Boston.
For a team with their talent, it's a bit surprising how poorly they played in this matchup last year.
Both teams will make substitutions. 1:06 left in the second quarter.
Celtics foul. Shireman. First personal foul. First team foul.
And 1:01 left to play in the second quarter. And he gets the bucket.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
Pass to Vucevic. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
That's a veteran move right there. Vucevic so good with that shot fake.
And so Vucevic nails both of them. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
It's Bridges on the wing. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson.
Yeah, relentless worker. Bridges, so tough inside.
26.
Pritchard with it. There's Tatum with the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
3 points.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this.
And so it's Jayson Tatum making highlights for the Boston Celtics. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Boston 40.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Pass to Brunson. Yes, it's good. Brunson's got 7.
Such a strong floater game. Just another part of Brunson's expanding arsenal.
Pritchard from outside. Pure from 3-point range.
3-point goal.
And the Celtics lead by 19.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now. Willing passers, unselfish play. Have to appreciate this kind of offense. Coaches loving the ball movement.
That's from Peyton Pritchard.
And Brunson's got the ball here for the New York Knicks. That one goes. Count it. Brunson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
All right, Grant, can you talk about what Jalen Brunson has brought to the Knicks?
You know, BA, he's made them relevant again. New York can be a demanding place to play with the expectations and the media. But he's taken the bull by the horns and had immediate success.
Here's Pritchard. Top of the key jumper, no good. Knicks trail by 15. Inside. Brunson, so confident at the rim.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Pass to Keita. Back to Pritchard. And it's New York with a rebound.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
And here's New York now. Here's Brunson. Shireman grabs a board. Boston leading by 13. Back to Pritchard. Launches it. Drops in the 3. Pritchard's got 6.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Outside Hart for 3. The rebound by Jayson Tatum.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Gonzalez. Three-pointer, no good. Now the Knicks with it. And the basket by Bridges. 6 points for him.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Celtics lead 55-41.
From 7 feet away. He can't get that one to fall.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
Counted.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint. I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Teammate Josh Hart may call Jalen Brunson the king of New York, but Brunson says, I would never consider myself a face of the franchise, but I'm a leader of this team. That's what I want to do, and I am grateful for the opportunity. I don't take this for granted. Back over to you.
Staying humble. Allie, thanks very much for the report. A nice shot by Walsh.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Clarkson outside. Out to the wing. Here's the teardrop. Brunson, tough one up close.
I guess he got a really good pep talk in the locker room because it's been a total reversal this year.
Brown. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Jose Alvarado.
Look, that up fake is a great weapon when defenders are crowding you. Brown puts him in the popcorn machine.
And still to this day, Jordan Clarkson can give you instant offense, Coach.
Well, Brian, he's excellent off the bounce, slashing into the lane. He's added the three-point shot. He can fill it up in a hurry, normally off the bench.
Boston leading by 13. Brown knifing inside.
Well, look, Brown is a handful. Sometimes you just have to foul.
Boston shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. And the second free throw is good. 24 seconds left in the third quarter. Towns outside. Outside McBride. All sorts of time. Tries again. Towns in his comfort zone.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
And so it's Boston going into the break up
49. The Celtics 61.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Here's Brown. Pass to Walsh. Back to Brown. Hart pulls it in. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Down by 12. Shamet, no good.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Whew.
Here's Vucevic. Here's Walsh. And here's Brown for 3. Drills it from deep. And the Celtics lead by 15.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Now a timeout called by New York. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. He questioned his team's effort, asking them, should I put in the bench right now? Wake up, guys. We can still win this game, but I need you all to play like you believe you can. Not exactly a fun huddle to listen on, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, their shot blocking, the defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And they've also been so active defensively, getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and scoring off of them.
Well, when your big can contribute from the line like Towns, you got to like your chances. You really don't even have to watch him at the line. Just listen for the net.
Back to White. Outside Tatum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts up a 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Tatum with a steal. And Boston pushing it up now. Oh, wasted no time on that one. And the Celtics lead by 18.
Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
An active score. Wow. I mean, Towns understands that his team looks to him to help shoulder the offensive load.
Nails it from 3.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Outside Hart. Shoots over Tatum. And it's Jayson Tatum with a rebound.
Tremendous defensive effort, saving a bucket right there.
Well, he's...
Oh, count it! Did that just happen, Coach?
That should be worth more than 3 points.
And a deep 3 from Brunson. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Fires from way outside. The rebound by Bridges.
I have no clue why he pulled up from there. At this point in the game, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, all right. That'd be an automatic benching if I was coaching. What was that?
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Tatum from long range. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum.
Now into the lineup for New York.
1:44 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Out to Bridges. This one for 3. Counted from distance.
And when Brunson drives it, he draws attention, and that helps open up the perimeter.
Celtics lead.
Right side Tatum.
75.
Stolen by Anunoby.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Celtics.
And they were on fire tonight. Fantastic offensive performance, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they really shot the ball well. I mean, their coach has to be beyond thrilled with how well they play.
Add this one to the win column. Their 57th of the year. And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Jayson Tatum.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
Stan, one thing about Jaylen Brown, he seems so composed out there.
Yeah, B.A., he's very calm. Doesn't waste energy. You love a player who's this focused and calculated. And when you talk about Jaylen Brown, you have to bring up his two-way ability. He's a pure scorer who can also guard the opposing best wing. There aren't a lot of guys like Brown in the league.
Clarkson.
Jordan Clarkson
Uses the glass on the layup.
Celtics lead 80-60.
And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
Second personal foul.
Free throw good. Brown.
There are so many different roles Jaylen Brown can take on for his team.
Outside McBride. Clarkson for 3. And the three-pointer goes. And here's Boston.
Celtics lead.
Here's Tatum.
60.
And finished off by Tatum.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
I like the readiness of Clarkson. Always prepared to hoist up a shot.
65.
Pass to Hauser. There's the 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
During this final quarter, he's erupted from outside the arc. Just assume every three he takes now is going in. Honestly, I don't know how he pulled that off.
Sam Hauser. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement